All right. So then you're gonna get a turn to come up to him and kick, and I'm gonna give feedback on how to improve the kicks. We're gonna work on your memory too, so you have to try to remember the 10 kicks in the Panther form, the first 10 kicks, right? So you gotta work on the memory. You guys can help each other out or whatever you want, but the objective here is for me to look at your kicks to see what can be improved and offer feedback. And while I'm giving feedback to Shazay, try to keep all that in mind before you go up there so you don't make the same mistakes and whatnot. All right?
One
so
kick
start,
at a time?
Yeah, one kick at a time, the first 10. So starting from 1 to 10, so you'll be kicking it 10 times.
Okay.
But everybody's going to be kicking with them, so then you're working on the kicks as well. All right? So if he's doing it and then he remembers the first 10, and then Trinity goes, she remembers the first 10, then by the time you go up, you should remember it, and then you should also get better at executing it because I've corrected the mistakes. All right? All right, so, and don't kick them too hard because they complain over there, so just don't rock them too much.
Just straight, just do go through the straight 10.
Yeah. Just go ahead and do the jab after. Do that one again. Alright, so my feedback there is guard your groin area when you kick. Because he's just kicking like that, but when you kick, boom, like guard down low. Do it again. And then do a jab right after. Okay, another feedback is breathe out, like noticeably breathe out with the kick. Okay. What's that kick called?
Front kick.
What's the next one?
Sidekick.
No.
Jumping hook kick. All right. Yeah, jumping hook kick.
Okay. Do that one now.
Sidekick.
What's the next one after that?
Hook kick. Reverse hook kick.
So jumping hook kick.
Sidekick. Reverse hook kick.
Yeah, reverse
hook kick.
side kick.
Did I do sidekick yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did?
Yeah.
That's number 3.
So do that hook kick again. Try to make a little more contact. Like when I say don't hit it too hard, I'm talking about like the side kicks, the front thrust kick. But when it comes to like hook kicks and stuff like that, hit it harder.
Okay.
As if you're sparring and then he's got an open area there. Now if you just tap him, then in sparring, even if they said, hey, we're going harder, and all of a sudden you still feel like that, that's not good.
Okay.
So now it's like, all right, he's like, all right, I can take it. Why don't you try to hit me hard, hit him hard.
Okay. Hurricane. Roundhouse kick. Thrust. No, thrust kick. Right. Thank you.
All right, so then that one too, guarding low. So you're like here, and then as you're thrusting, that right hand will come down and guard yourself. Boom,
Okay.
down there. Do that one again.
Can you hear me?
Oh shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roundhouse kick. Backside kick. Backside kick. Spin kick.
All right, that's 10, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there's a total. So far we got 44 kicks, but we'll just stop at the 10 right now until we get that down really well, and then we'll do the next one. So now the next person rotates. All right.
Somebody should go to the nose and I don't.
Yeah.
Alright, front kick.
Yes, on the right side.
Okay, just scoot up a little.
Kick him harder, a little bit harder.
And then, jumping hook kick.
All right, let me lower it with your size, so you can get even better with the actual
Yeah, I'll work my way up.
contact. Yeah, so hit him harder with that one. Do that one again. The jumping hook kick, right? All right, so you gotta point your toe, like you were like that. So point the toe and hit right here. And also like elevate more. Like I know you can jump higher. So just elevate more before you do the execute the kick and turn. Point that toe this way. So when I say point the toe, it's like when you make contact, it should be like clean like that, not like this at all.
Okay.
You see, so it should be like a clean, like say if I come, you see like your foot should be locked this way.
Okay.
Jump though, this is a jump one. All right, next one.
Jumping hook kick. Reverse hook kick. No, side kick. Reverse hook kick. Hook kick. Hurricane kick. Hurricane kick.
Yeah, you gotta turn that foot though, because right now you hit like this way. That's more of a crescent kick. So this way. So turn, hurricane, and then make it flush contact like that.
Keep. Afraid to hit her
Jump,
foot.
jump though, jump. Okay. All right, next.
Reverse hook kick. Thrust.
Punch.
Okay.
Okay.
What's after this?
Roundhouse kick.
Punch. Yeah.
Back side kick. Spin kick.
There you go. All right, that's 10. All right, so don't be afraid to hit this thing hard, because that's what he's here for. You know, so if we tell you to hit him hard and you don't hit him hard, then that's not good because you're holding back. And how are you gonna hit a human being hard if you're supposed to, if you can't even hit him hard? So go ahead and just wail on his ass, you know. So like if I hit him, I want to hit him authority punch. Okay. All right, next one. Working that memory. So the first 10 kicks by the end of the class, since we went so many times through, you should all remember all 10 like nothing, right?
Yeah.
All right. What's it? What is it?
Front kick. Jumping hook kick.
Where's the contact though? you didn't hit him hard.
Well, you remember
you grazed them.
So remember I fractured my
Okay.
hard, so
I'm going at the 80 right
if I go hardcore, I fracture my foot.
All right, fine.
Can I start again? Yeah, so I fractured, so I go easy. So, but you seem to see. I'll start again. Jumping hook kick. Sidekick.
All right, if there's medical reasons, then you cannot hit him hard, okay?
Reverse hook kick. Hurricane kick. Thrust kick. Roundhouse. Backside kick. And spin kick. The spin kick, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
Feedback?
All right, so this is the thing, like for medical reasons to prevent injury, I don't want you to kick this thing hard if it's gonna hurt you. So for example, Bolo hit this piece by accident, he broke his toe, right? She hurt herself kicking Bob even when she made contact here.
It was
And then she was like, what, not walking for a while? She like fractured her foot. So if there's medical reasons, then you don't gotta hit hard. But from a tactical standpoint, for martial arts, if you can't hit him hard, and then you spar with somebody and they know that you're not gonna hit them hard, then you're pretty much giving like a false attack. And they already know that, so then it's like, you might as well not even kick. Because if you're not gonna actually hit them, then why even kick? So like, you want to get to the point where you can actually hit hard and deliver that power when necessary. But if you cannot hit because of medical reasons, then it is what it is. There's some people, they just kick the air all the time, and it's just a good workout. You know, it's a good workout, good form, good technique. But I'm talking about, like, if you want to get better at fighting and sparring, there's got to be power behind what you do. And if you can't do it with this guy, then you're not going to be able to do it in sparring. And to say, if everybody's like, kick hard, and I just constantly go like this, like, I might as well just not even kick because it's not even doing anything. It's just exposing myself to him countering me. But you have to, like, try to make contact, because when you spar and they say, okay, we're going to go harder, okay, fine. And then you put some power behind everything. That's how you're supposed to spar, right? But like I said, you know your own body, you know what you can do, what you can't, so watch out for the camera.
Oh.
So you know what you can do, what you can't, so if it's a medical thing, then you don't have to hit hard. But if it's not a medical thing, then go ahead and use power for the techniques. Next person.
I'll go at the end and I'll give more power.
Yeah, I want to go.
So Katie, yes, we can do that on
We're going to end up doing the left side too, though.
techniques, yeah.
So we're doing the left side. Go.
Oh, it's okay.
Right leg forward. What's the next kick?
Jumping hook.
Try to say the kick before you kick so that everybody will try to remember it. What's the next kick?
Yeah. Okay.
And then now what?
Hurricane kick.
Yeah. What? Help him.
Thrust.
Thrust kick. Backside kick.
Roundhouse kick.
Roundhouse. Backside.
Oh. Yeah, right. Backside.
Right leg forward.
Spin kick.
Yeah, spin kick.
Alright, so look, working on memory. Alright, so working on memory, working on proper technique, and then you're working on power. So those are the things that you want to focus on. So memory, proper technique, power. Some people, for medical reasons, if you can't do power, then so be it. But then at least you got the memory, and at least you got the technique. Alright, so technique is more like here, I just kick the mirror, and I'm not hitting anything, I don't worry about risk injury. But the power, yeah, that's it. That's the first 10. Next. Next.
Learning, come on.
You're gonna go eventually.
I will.
So the goal is to try to kick them at your height. So you're tall, then you gotta kick a tall dude. Alright, so you imagine he's sparring somebody his size, and he's gonna have to kick the guy to the face. If you can kick Bob with power to the face, then that means, hey, when he spars, he can deliver that in sparring. Alright? Alright, go. Call out the kick.
Yeah, front kick, jumping hook, right?
Yeah. So the jumping hook, I want you all to like emphasize more power on that jump, because it's not a hopping hook. It's a jumping
It's a
hook.
bunny
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me, I'm here, I'm going like this, because basically you're faking a front kick, and then all of a sudden you're just going boom. So if you don't do that fake, then you're just basically like a hop. But it's basically like you're faking this. So you're pretending like you're gonna kick him like that, and then all of a sudden you just go boom. You know what I'm saying? So bring that knee up, jump, and then boom. Okay, so I'm here, I fake this rear front kick, and then I go bam, like that. So you gotta add more like dynamicism to that kick. So you gotta jump higher, and your goal is to try to hit him in the face. Okay? If you can't hit him in the face, then so be it, but try to. Because as you're trying to kick, you're also working your flexibility. This is called dynamic stretching. So we could do the static stretching as what we just did on the floor all day, or we could just literally kick high like a bunch of times to work on being more flexible. Okay? So that's like the dynamic stretching. So work on that kick one more time before we go to the next one.
Jumping hook.
What's next?
Sidekick. Can we do a step for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Recover quicker. after that?
I don't know.
Reverso kick.
Reverso.
Yeah, you want to try to get power with that one. That's a hard kick to do. Yeah, it's a hard kick because you need to be very flexible. All right, what's after that?
Okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that one is a very, very practical kick. Keep working on that one. What's the next one?
I don't know.
Help.
Reverso kick. Okay. Hurricane kick.
Hurricane.
Hurricane kick.
Shit.
That's fun.
You got this?
Yeah, like another thing, Chris has knee issues. So if he feels like, hey, you know what, I gotta slow down this kick, or just don't do it, then go ahead and do it, because I don't want you getting hurt over this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an advanced kick. But you have to determine for yourself what you can do, what you can't. Just be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? But like a modified version is like this. That's it. And then the real version is, okay? Or you just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a kick where if you got knee problems, you might twist your knee or something. That's not worth
This
it.
one worried too much.
All right, what's the next one?
Thrust? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
you got it.
Let's get.
What's after that?
Roundhouse kick.
All the way around for that one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. See that? Yeah.
And then
Sidekick.
Back kick. Spin kick.
how's that?
From the back. Yeah.
All the way around, and then you're going around like this. Bam.
Shoot.
And then you come back right in the front. There you go.
There you go.
Okay?
That is?
Yeah. So that's the 10. So just think about this too. So remember the sequence. Proper technique and power. But then also, it also goes to like, not just power, but like power higher up. So you might be able to have a lot of power down here, but it doesn't mean you have power up there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the next challenge. That you might remember it, you might have good technique, you might have power, but you might not have range in your power. And then that becomes the next part. Can you have power with a spin kick kicking to the face and not just to the ribs? You understand what I'm talking about? So you challenge yourself in these different levels. So just remember it, because you don't even have to know how to do it. Just remember it. It's your mind, right?
Yeah.
So once you remember it, execute proper technique, and that goes to the mirror. You can just work on that at home in the mirror. And then the power comes with the bob or the heavy bag. Now you got to put power to it. Just because you have technique don't mean nothing if it's not going to hurt the opponent. So now you got to have power, and then now it comes in the flexibility. Where can you have power up here too? Like this guy is tall, like he's taller than me. So for me to have power on this kick, it's not easy because I have to kick so damn high. But the whole objective is, can you have power at your head level? Can you kick them at your head level? And then after that, well, can you kick them even higher and higher and higher? And that's how you make these kicks really effective. Because I don't care, if the person can't even spin kick me to the face, he's not even going to hurt me because I have my arms here in the way. So he could have power here, but my arms are protecting me from there, and I could just grab his leg. But if my hands are down, then all of a sudden he spin kicks me to the face, then I can be in trouble. So then, Chris, when you work on the kicks, try to get more power kicking at your own face level, because then when you spar with people like me and Ash, then you could like kick us in the face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With power. Yeah. And then that becomes the threat, and then now we gotta watch out for that. But if you can't kick him in the face with power, and I already know he can't kick me in the face. You know what I'm saying? All that is just, he's pretending. You know what I'm saying? There's no threat there. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody pointing a Nerf gun at you opposed to a real gun. Point a real gun, like, oh shit. You know, but point a Nerf gun, you're like, all right, whatever. So same thing with the kicks. If you can't have power with Bob, then you won't have power in sparring. So that's the part that I'm talking about to develop. But like I said, if for medical, like his knees are messed up, Trinity's got problems, worrying about her leg and things like that. So you worry about these things. I'm not going to tell you. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Bolo already hurt himself. Trinity already hurt himself. Other people hurt themselves with hitting equipment. So just be careful. But I'm just telling you the progressive levels of development as far as what you need to work on to take it to the next level. Okay? All right, who's next?
Starting over again, right?
Everybody?
Everybody's
Talk me through it, sister. Let's go.
Other one.
in
We'll
there.
call them out for you.
Okay.
Right leg forward.
Right leg forward.
Front kick.
Oh, let me lower him down a little
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It'll be much easier.
I'll go easy. I'll go easy. I can choose.
bit. There we go.
You got Kenny in there.
Front kick.
Oh. Yeah.
Jumping hook kick. Sidekick.
Sidekick.
Side.
That was
That was a
Side,
kick.
sorry, that's the,
What's next?
Reverse hook kick.
reverse or
Reverse it.
I didn't touch you.
What's next?
Hook.
Hook kick.
Hook kick.
Hook kick.
Hook kick.
Bang.
Reverse hook kick.
Just a regular one.
Regular hook kick.
What's next?
Okay, and then,
Hurricane.
Hurricane, kind of my favorite. So, sorry.
What's
Yeah.
after that?
There you go.
Then trust.
Not trust, but thrust. Trust kick.
Favorite level single. That's the trust kick.
Left leg forward.
Left leg for now.
Alright, what's next?
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse, so
All the way
I go
around.
from the
Yes.
back side. This way?
No, no,
No.
forward.
Top and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Top.
What's after that?
The,
Backside.
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 Other way around now.
Bang.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
And what's after that? Left leg forward. Keep left leg forward now.
Right,
Or right leg forward, right leg forward.
the last one, the.
Roundhouse
kick.
or spin kick.
Spin cycle.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Spin and kick with the left leg.
I think
So
it's-
spin.
Yes.
Left leg kick.
Boom.
down,
Yeah, yeah.
down, pop.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright, now we're working the left side.
There we go.
Alright, so everybody went through that cycle. So that by now, you should almost remember the whole 10 kicks.
Leave flip.
One reason why. Alright, so try to remember it.
Hurricane is 5.
Alright, let's go.
Front kick.
Left side
Yep.
now.
Katie called it out. She said front kick.
Thanks, Katie. Left side front kick.
Punch.
Jumping hook kick. Side kick.
Reverse hook kick.
Reverse. Yep, reverse
Right,
hook
thank
kick. She's doing good, see.
Hook kick.
Hurricane.
Hurricane, thank you.
Trust kick.
Trust kick. Roundhouse. Backside kick.
Try to work on balance control.
Try that one again. Backside kick. Spin kick.
There you go.
Try that
Sweep.
Good. Keep back in the backside kick. I think what I noticed is sometimes you'll kick and then you'll push off like that. Like, don't do that.
Yeah,
Just basically like pull back on the toes and kick, and don't feel like you have to go like this, like
Okay.
pushing off the opponent like that. But you basically kick like it's like, think about it like a solid like bone right there with your heel, and then boom. If you feel like you need to, if you have more room, then you just have to kind of get closer to him so you can just push it all the way back. So meaning it's like the difference between like hitting like this with a solid point and then going like letting your wrist limp.
Okay.
Like you don't want the ankle to be limp at all. That's why when Ash is kicking, I'm telling Ash to point the toe down and keep it solid when you're doing that kick. But with the backside kick, you point the toes up now.
Right.
And you keep it solid as you kick that way, and then bam, like that. And you notice that when I cock back, my foot is still like that. It's not like this.
You should be hitting with the heel or like.
It could be the heel, which has more power, or it could be the blade right here,
Okay.
which kind of reaches them more, right? But you don't want to be kicking like this, even though you can reach them more, that kick is not designed for that.
Right.
This is more designed for like a spin kick. Like if I spin around, then it's okay to point the toes this way,
Right.
or you can point it back, because if you, this will have, you can kick them with the heel, and that's more power, but it doesn't have as much range.
Right.
So then literally, you might miss them with this, but then if you point the toe, then you don't miss them.
Right.
You at least graze them a little bit. So the spin kick, you can do either, but the back side kick, you are not supposed to go like that.
Right. Right.
It's designed for this. So that's how you're supposed to kick. Even when you're done kicking and you're retracting, you still go like that. You don't end like that.
Okay.
So I noticed when you kick, sometimes you'll kick and then you'll go like that, giving that push, but no.
Okay.
Right? Okay, next.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Who's after?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
1, 2. Alright.
Already.
That's the left side.
Front kick. Front kick. Jumping hook kick. Get him.
Nice.
Reverse hook kick. Reverse hook kick. That's a hard one.
Notice like he's taller than you, so this is gonna make it even harder. So it's a good challenge.
Hook kick.
Nice sight.
Hurricane kick.
Contact. So left leg forward.
Contact.
Make contact.
Hurricane kick.
Alright, another feedback for Ash. So keep the movement more lively. Like I know like it's good to have your hand always up, but like you want to keep things like living. So like if I'm fighting, it's more like this, and they're just not just still like that.
Okay.
So it's like either this or you can move it like this sometimes, but just not no stillness. Like you don't want to just be completely still. So this is just kind of too much glued, because this is a threat, and then you can also, this could be a threat, so you might end up having to move this way sometimes. So it's either this, or sometimes it might drop a little bit if you gotta go this way. So just keep like the movement of the upper body a little bit more alive. Just even a subtle movement is better than no movement at all. And even with the kicks, there's like a natural flow of the hand movements that you don't like if I do a jump and hook kick, you look at my hands like it's helping me with the kick, but I'm not still like this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So there's a movement that flows with each kick. Like if I'm here and I do a spin kick, you look at my hands and all of a sudden I go boom, like I'm moving. Mm-hmm. But front kicks, the movement would be more like that, because I'm guarding low.
Right.
Okay. All right. So next.
All right. So we did reverse hook kick, hurricane kick. Then we have thrust. Thank you. Trust kick. Roundhouse kick.
All right. Balance. Do that one again with balance.
Roundhouse kick.
There's better. What's after that?
After that is the backside kick. Thank you.
Do that one again. Alright, so first off, when you started off, which a lot of people do, which I don't want them to do, is you kind of start back like that, but you want to start every kick at the same spot where you see your leg is still, your leg should be like more over here, not back here.
Okay.
So every kick is supposed to be started from there. So you want to execute it from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
After that,
Your backside kick.
left leg forward.
Oh, that one's all the way around?
No, it's not all the way around. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
After that one, what's next?
After backside kick, we have
Left leg forward.
left leg forward. Spin kick.
Yeah.
Spin kick.
There you go. All right, next.
Yeah, see, I'll jump in, I'm trying to get Katie back.
You got low.
What is it?
Front kick. Jumping.
Reverse kick.
Sidekick.
Sidekick.
Sidekick. Yeah, yeah.
Hook kick.
Roundhouse kick? No, thrust kick.
Thrust kick.
Roundhouse kick. Right.
Yeah.
Backside kick.
Scoop kick.
Yes.
Okay, good. Next. No. They remind me.
Front kick. Jumping hook.
Alright, do that one again. You're supposed to jump off one leg, not both.
Sidekick. What's after that?
Reverse.
Uh-huh. Hook kick. Hook kick one more time.
One more game.
And now what is it? Hurricane?
Okay.
Thrust. Oh wait, thrust. Is that right with the hands? Put the hands down for that?
Do it again. Do it again.
Say it again.
Go ahead.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, other hand. So if your right hand's already, if your right hand's already there, then you just basically leave it there.
Where's the left?
So your left leg's forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you,
For the thrust
the
kick?
left is already here, then just leave it there. It's already there.
Okay.
Yeah, then you switch after.
And then, first,
Roundhouse.
roundhouse. Back side, right?
Uh-huh.
Spin kick.
Okay. Yeah. So for everybody, so you know, the spin kick goes all the way around for that spin
Oh.
kick. Okay. Next.
That's it. Front kick. Sorry. Front kick with the groin protect. Jumping hook kick. Side kick. Reverse hook kick. Hook kick. Hurricane kick. Thrust kick. Roundhouse kick. Backside kick. Spin kick. Okay, I'm gonna hit him this time.
I want to kick on my other leg.
Get him!
Spin kick for real.
Okay. Good. Who's next?
Good in, good in.
No help, no help, no help.
You have to shrink your opponent.
Just adjust to my height.
It's a lower center of gravity.
Right hook. Side.
Reverse kick.
Just kick, and then you have reverse.
Regular. Hook kick.
And then the curving. Yeah.
On two.
And then the hurricane trap.
Chest kick.
Yes.
With the other leg.
The other
other
leg.
Right leg, side leg.
Yeah.
Do kick.
Keep the right leg forward now.
And then the last
Trust
one.
that right leg.
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse is, I'm keeping with the,
Yes.
Oh, wait, wrong topic.
okay, and then,
Back side.
and the last one is the spin
Spin
kick.
kick.
And right?
And then.
No, I'm
the
going,
left
I'm
leg
going
is
over
forward.
it, yeah, I don't know this one. The long time.
Do it.
Yeah,
So, I go back leg,
yeah. Kick it all the way around.
What is that, you reckon?
through. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Everybody go?
Yeah.
Alright, so just add this into everything that we practice. You know, we work on the wooden dummy, you know, we work on the double sticks, work on the tiger form. This one, I just want you to work on remembering the first 10 kicks. That's where it starts. So work on your memory. Remember it. Then after that, you can execute the kicks to the mirror, or you don't need to hit anything. Just execute it with good technique, balance, control. Then after that is the power, working with him or the heavy bag. And then once you get good with the power, then you can start raising them up and challenging yourself even more by kicking higher. Alright? These kicks are like, pretty much like the foundation. Like when we do the exercises, you notice that I don't do any fancy kicks. It's always the same stuff, because those kicks are what really matters. And these 10 is like more than enough for you to perfect. All the other kicks, the rest of the 44, is like really not essential. You know, the essential are literally it's just basically front kick, hook kick, side kick, reverse hook kick, roundhouse kick, thrust kick, roundhouse kick. You already did that one. So those are like the essential ones. Now, when you want to add the other ones, like the back side kick, the spin kick, those are like just extra, you know. And then, you know, you can do a spin kick, bam, and then double hook kick, reverse hook kick. I mean, you can add these elements, but this is the foundation. Like, get really good at the foundation, and that is what you'll use in sparring. But all that other stuff is like just added extras. So say you do the first 10 kick, and you got power, and you could raise it up and have power, then all right, let's do the next 10 after that. And then 10 more, and then you just keep improving on the kicks. Like for me, I can do a lot of stuff because he's so short right now, you know, but when you raise him up taller, I'm like, shoot, you know, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying, I can't like do the same thing, you know? And it just is what it is. You just challenge yourself to where you're at and just keep improving and just work on, like I said, you can literally just be sitting in the train or driving the car and just remember the first 10 kicks. The first one is front kick, jump and hook kick, side kick, reverse hook kick, hook kick. Just at least remember it. And then once you remember it, then you could just try to execute it to the mirror on the right side and the left side, and then we'll work on the bob. I know we don't work on him that much, but we'll try to do it like this more often to at least get the kicks down. At least the first 10. And then after that, we can work on other kicks too. Okay?
Sounds good.
Yep. Let's